Ed Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets start with the basket. Basketball. Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Jokic to Porter. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
It's Grizzlies ball. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
That is great vision to set it up. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability, but he looks solid on that play.
Coming. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Millsap. From long range. Won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Millsap. Paul Millsap, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of them.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. 2-point advantage. Short jumper off the mark. Nikola Jokic with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Jamal Murray. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Nikola Jokic Swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Sizing up the defense. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's good.
Not everybody possesses this power.
Murray into the front court. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Martin to Porter. They get it down to Millsap. Paul Millsap. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Count the bucket for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're...
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Jokic. To Porter. Almost unlucky bounce.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
The pass stolen by the Nuggets. Nuggets have the possession. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Probing the defense. Fires the three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Just let me break down to all the young this was. That was a perfect delivery. And it hit the player right in the chest.
Millsap. Jumper's good.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. And he buries it.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Nuggets with the basketball.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Substitution being made in this one. Finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Barton. Trying to cash in, add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot times for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Baseline drive. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Short jumper won't fall.
Just the thought of coming into the lane amongst the trees, that shot was altered before he even took it.
From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Denver's got it. To Millsap. Yes, foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Gets it in the left corner. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Denver ball right now. Barton to Millsap. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. The shot, almost. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 14.
Over to the right side. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Millsap. And stuffs it home. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it.
3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. .15-footer at the buzzer. And the Grizzlies able to clear the rebound. That ends the first quarter. The Grizzlies have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Averages 100 points and wins tonight. Everyone gets free pizza.
To Booker. Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Millsap. Jeremy Grant matched up with Booker. To Millsap. Lets it fly from long range, and Booker with the rebound. To Howard. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Dwight Howard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Murray with it. He'll run the offense. Barton. Grizzlies at the controls right now. No good. Defense catching a break there. Murray with the basketball. Trailing by 15. Knocked loose. Passed it off and finishes strong.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 14, Gary Harris. And number 1.
To Porter. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
To Booker. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Screen coming. To Booker. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Porter. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Juan Hernangomez. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Memphis, they've got it. To Howard. Screen coming. Curling inside, Howard. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Barton into the front court. Down a bundle. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
They're shooting the ball well, but shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Nuggets, number 4, Paul Millsap.
Barton. They go to Jokic, down low. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Here comes the screen. Won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Gary Harris sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Looking for his man. The shot clock expires. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
For Denver, number 27, Jamal Murray. Into the game for the Memphis Grizzlies, number 11.
Got a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Booker. 4-3. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes.
Defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Baseline drive. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. To Millsap. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Nikola Jokic trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free. So they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Memphis with the rock. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Shot from the lane won't go. Deep left corner. Has a chance, and he hits.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, he had him there for a second. A lot of contact, no whistle.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And a throwdown. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jamal Murray at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 89%. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Grizzlies own the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Booker. Nikola Jokic sends it away. That's his third block this evening. Booker, look out, Devin Booker. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jokic. They'll work it down to Millsap. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. That one's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for number 8.
Jokic. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Nuggets basketball. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
He throws it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Curling inside. And the finish at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Throws it up. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Short jumper stays out.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
It's Denver's ball. The drive, right to the basket. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Baseline drive. Shot won't go. Throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Porter. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Nikola Jokic pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Won't go down. A big finish at the rim.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, and that's rebounded by Memphis. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Grizzlies were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Nuggets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Nikola Jokic rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Millsap. Oh, had him going there for a second. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Paul Millsap at the line for two shots. For his career, 73%. First one goes down.
For Memphis, number 25 and number 31.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Knocked loose. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And breaks it up.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Here comes the screen. And the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Murray with it. Down a bundle. Can't connect. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Millsap with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
To Jokic. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Nice pass to set things up.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul Millsap tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nikola Jokic, now 4 for 9.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Here comes the screen. Paul Millsap able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Millsap. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Wide open look won't go. Murray with the basketball. His guys down big. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Oh, he blocked it. And that one is out. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Barton. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your and lose it. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's going to be out of bounds. Missed a wide open look. It's a big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Count the basket at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Oh!
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Porter to Will Barton. Kicks it around the perimeter. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Can't slam it down. Barton into the front court. He'll run the offense. Slam dunk Will Barton. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nuggets have the possession. Screen coming. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Barton shot off the mark.
I told you the screen was coming.
Oh, he had it. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Barton knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Gets it in the right corner. Cleaning the offensive glass. Rebound reeled in by the Nuggets. Barton into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Missed it.
Lock up. Here he comes.
For 3. No good. Nuggets with the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Here comes the screen. Pass to the rim. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. You've got to get that one to go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Barton. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
It's Grizzlies ball. Probing the defense.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Shot clock winding down to Howard. Short jumper won't fall. From long range, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, There's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Changes coming from both sides right now. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And the finish, slam dunk.
An easy two, get back on defense.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Malik Beasley trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Jeremy Grant, huge block. Fourth this contest.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Goes to the right side. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Great look and vision. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Evans, navigating through traffic. Deep right corner. Oh, he had him there for a second. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jet. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Grizzlies are way out in front. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Rocking the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Knocked loose. Booker shot off the mark. Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip.
I got ball.
Count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Mason Plumlee with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Mason Plumlee swats it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Mason Plumlee. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Memphis, number 25.
Booker. Tosses. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Will Barton. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Takes stock of the floor. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Jokic. The drive, right to the basket, and the denial.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
For the Memphis Grizzlies, number 4 and number 10.
I got him.
That's out. Last touch by Jamal Murray. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
And number 14, Gary Harris.
Paul Millsap sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Sets him up. That's going to be out of bounds. Denver's got it. Screen coming. And scores. Strong take.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Millsap. Lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.